Thank you very much. It's great to be here again in San Diego. People often ask me, why do I keep coming back to ExMed? This is my 5th year, I think it is. And I think, is it the beach? Is it the sand? Is it the sun? Is it the charisma of Daniel Kraft? What does it bring us every year? Actually, it's more than that. It's about the connections, about networking. It's about the people you find here in the same place, thinking about changing healthcare for the future. And also meeting people you might not met before, from all around the world. So here's my personal journey about my story around ExMed. Let's go back a year. This is the famous Scrubs picture, of course, you've seen already. I'm on the front row last year. So obviously last year, like every year, we have Innovation Lab. The first morning, about 8 o'clock in the morning, I wandered to the Innovation Lab. I was literally on my own. There's a few startups there. I was minding my own business, trying to see what's going on with the startups. In the distance, I saw a man and a woman coming towards me, smiling, pointing at me, laughing. So I was looking behind me, thinking who they're looking at. They got to about a yard of me, and they jumped on me, both of them. They said, Shafi Ahmed! So I know, who are these people? They said, we've come from Bolivia to come and find you in San Diego. We've been sent by a chap called Martín Dockweiler to come and find you. We found you, we're so happy. So this was kind of news to me, right? I've not been to South America in my life. I don't know any Bolivians. However, this was the conversation. I said, what do you want? They said, we've come to bring you to Bolivia. Will you come? I said, yes, maybe. Will you do a little video of you to our people of Bolivia that you would come and visit us? I said, why not? Give sound, please. Here in San Diego and Exponential Medicine, I met 2 wonderful people from Bolivia.
Hi.
And we're looking forward to hopefully joining you sometime in the future, in the next year, to talk about the future of technology, education, artificial intelligence, VR, AR. So I'm delighted to be invited to Bolivia. Never been to South America before. Very excited to see you soon. So wish you luck. So as I was going, I kind of made a promise on that basis. On the day they left, they said, by the way, our university wants to award you an honorary PhD. I've been working a lot on general health and education around the world, doing things around global health and raising standards. Isn't that touching? People I've never seen before said to me, we've heard about you, we know who you are, would you come? And here's honorary PhD. So I said, it's very interesting. So I thought I'd learn a bit more about what happened next. The morning after, I had woken up early because of the jet lag from London, 8 hours. We wake up 3 in the morning, all of us, right? To know what to do. So you go and see the sunrise every morning. That's all we ever do. We come from London. So I thought I'd go for a walk, and I met Hector Valley from Mexico. He's been here to ExMed a few times. He was the head of Novartis in Mexico before, and he's an entrepreneur in Mexico, revolutionizing healthcare. He said, come for a walk, Shafi. The guy can walk. 10 kilometers later, we had a conversation saying, look, what about Mexico? What can I do with Mexico? What about organizing a health forum? Would you come, Shafi, to help us? I said, why not? Of course, Hector, just invite me, let's sort something out. He got some funding from Carlos Slim's foundation, and then before you know it, February 2018, we're in Mexico with this new conference in digital health, trying to support Latin America. Very successful. But Martín Dockweiler, the person who sent those Bolivians to come and see me here, said, I'm going to come and see you for the first time in Mexico. Breakfast, I was up at breakfast, I got a text. This was the WhatsApp message. Hi, I'm at the bistro. It's me, Martín Dockweiler. Can we meet for breakfast? I finally met this man, who I've never seen before, who's invited me to go to South America. So, Martin, do you want to come through? Come, Martin.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Shafi, for the award.
So, Martin, so this is a great story. This is a story about ExMed. Why did you want me to, what was it about you that reached out to me in San Diego?
Well, we came, and this is something important. Exponential medicine is something so important as a chain. You see, we saw you here, we sent people here, and right now, he is my friend, my brother, my partnership, the CEO from Sam University Hospital.
So we'll talk about that in a minute. So Martin's come and seen me from out of the blue. He saw my talk, ExMed, the year before, downloaded it because he runs universities, 4 universities. His mission for the healthcare of Bolivia was to educate people. 26,000 students go through his university every year with affordable education. His idea was to democratize education and now healthcare. So we met. And then we sat at breakfast and he puts it on the table. He said, I've thought about it. This is your plan. Day one, come to La Paz. You meet the president of Bolivia, have breakfast, address Congress. Day two, he says, the mayor of Santa Cruz will meet you, give you the keys to the city, and you will give an address. Day three, come to my university, you get honorary PhD. Is that okay with you? And I said, I've had worse offers, honestly. All right, you twisted my arm, maybe I'll come along to Bolivia on the basis of this. So what happened next? He dragged me out, changed my whole sessions because the president was only available a certain time. I was in Singapore with the health ministry. I flew from Singapore to London, then to Madrid, then all the way to Santa Cruz, 35 hours. And I got to La Paz, to Santa Cruz. I was wearing a jacket, a t-shirt, and a pair of jeans, hadn't washed for a number of hours, feeling a bit unkempt, right? Got there, he said, right, we're going to La Paz. They're waiting for you. I wasn't quite sure what that meant. Now imagine this, when you normally come out of an airport into the concourse, you might go for a taxi, you might see someone holding a sign about your name. This is what happened to me. Sound, please. Sound. They had stopped Bolivian national TV to show me coming into Bolivia. All channels. Shafi Ahmed had arrived in Bolivia. To do what? I have no idea. But I sold a good story for them. You can see my amazement. When he said they're waiting for you, they clearly were waiting for me. Then, of course, he said, we're going to the palace. Come on, get ready, go to the palace. I said, fine, I'm not really ready. Don't worry, we're going to sort things out for you. How'd you go to the palace in La Paz? Of course, you have your own motorcade of motorcycles, of cars, taking down the streets of La Paz, taking to see the president. This is my own motorcade, just for me, in an X6. Veering off to the hotel to get me changed, ready, so I can go to the palace and give an address to the nation. I did meet the president and the vice president. That's Evo Morales and Vice President Alvaro Linares. Very supportive. They want to hear about what I thought about technology, innovation, how Bolivia, a third world country, a poor country, could change and move on and actually be inspiring for others around the world. This is the case of exponential change, is it not? And they're very supportive about healthcare. He didn't lie. That's the mayor. That's the keys to the city. He promised me. He delivered. That was at Santa Cruz. Keynote, PhD. I was swamped. My rock star moment. 2,000 selfies in an auditorium. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? So he promised and he delivered on all the things he promised me on that piece of paper from Mexico. More importantly, we sat down at the end. He said, Shafi, really, the reason you're here is to help me. We have a problem with healthcare in Bolivia. We've got some stats that are not great. Can you help us? Can we do something to improve healthcare? Here's a blank piece of paper. He goes, I want to build a hospital. I've got a university. I've got a dental hospital. I'm missing a really good hospital to transform healthcare. That's why I've been thinking about whether we should work together. He said, by the way, these are the plans of the hospital. And by the way, I'm naming it after you. Is that okay? Again, I thought I've had better offers. You twisted my arm again. Okay, I thought maybe that's a good idea. So then what we did, we discussed it. We had a long chat about what it would look like. A blank canvas, less regulation, government support, creating something amazing for South America, a digital hospital for the first time. So we met in Paris in June in Ritz Hotel. We signed and said, yes, let's do it together. Let's think about going on a journey together as brothers, as partners, as exponential thinkers. We then went to Sofia in Bulgaria. It is worldwide, isn't it? This is like traveling around the world. To the WebIT conference, which I chair, and we launched the hospital at WebIT.
Desde Bulgaria hay una muy buena noticia para Bolivia. Sí, señores, desde Sofía, la capital de Bulgaria, donde pasa esto.
Today, I'll announce something quite interesting. We're launching the first digital hospital in South America. Our friends from Bolivia, in front row.
Se está llevando a cabo una feria futurista de ciencia y tecnología.
So really, discussions around this. It's about why did you come to XMed? The journey that one takes. You try to work, you do education, do healthcare, you come to these kind of events, meet people like Daniel who inspire you and others along the lines. You think about where does that journey take you? You never know what's going to happen. It's serendipity. I'll leave the last words to Martin about his vision for his healthcare system. Martin.
Wow. I want to thank Daniel Kraft. I want to thank Singularity University. Thank the Exponential Medicine. This is where we can gather together, we can get together and make things like what we're doing right now. These miracles come through, and this is a miracle. This is something exponential that we're going to be doing in Bolivia today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Wow.